Greetings from Act Now. Today, not too long ago today, and just within the last 2 hours, I got an external hard drive. I got a terabyte of storage, external storage, so I could back up all of my videos. As you no doubt know, well, maybe you don't know. Whether you do or don't, I had recently deleted from my original channel, Tharan Q Ramacharaka, all 480 of my own videos. But I still had them on my hard drive, but not backed up. It was some 57 gigabytes worth of material. Okay? So I bought external storage finally. I got a terabyte. And I brought it home. And I tried to hook it up. I tried to just plug it in and transfer files, copy files over. But it wouldn't work. Something was wrong. So I got on the phone. I called customer support. I called the number that came with the hard drive thing, the external storage thingamajigger. And the woman came on and she said, "Oh, well, okay, you have a Mac. We need to reconfigure, reformat your new product. So I need to develop a case number, a case file. So can I have your name? What is your name, sir?" And I said, "Oh, I get it. In order to answer my question, what do I do? Or in order to give me assistance, such as, here's how to reformat it. Before you can do any of that, you need my name. And you need to have my name so that you can develop a file. So there's going to be more than just my name." And of course, none of this is actually necessary in order to answer my question, to give me assistance. So you need to develop a file about me involving all this information about me that has nothing to do with my inquiry, on the grounds that this is required in order to address my inquiry, when in fact it has nothing to do with it. So this file only has something to do with just collecting information about me. Is that what you're telling me? This was the nature of my reply. I did not really wait for an answer because it was a rhetorical question. I merely said, if that is the way it has to go, and there's no other choice here, then instead of giving you my blood type and whatever else you're going to be asking for, starting with my name, I will just end the call and return this $60 item and find another way to solve my little need or address my need. I added, I am getting a little bit tired of people wanting to know all about my life in order to answer a question. Now, usually, folks, whenever I speak along these lines to somebody who's asking such questions about my life in order to answer a question that I'm asking them about some product or service, I get replies like, "Well, then I'm sorry, sir, I cannot help you. I need this information in order to proceed. As a matter of fact," some of them say, "as a matter of fact, my computer won't let me go on with the call until these data fields are filled." I must put something in here. To which I am very inclined to say, well, then put in your own personal information and let's get forward, move forward here. You're the one at the computer. Why don't you fill it in yourself? Look, often, whenever I provide a little bit of counter-argument or refusal to cooperate with this data mining about my life, my name, my age, my zip code, my phone number, my next of kin, an emergency contact, this, that, the other thing, my blood type, my penis size, for God's sakes, whether I've ever had any shit blisters. I get looks back or responses back that indicate that the person standing in front of me asking for this personal data in order to, I don't know, buy a hamburger at Wendy's, let's say. The sort of body language I get back or verbal language that I get back indicates that that person actually believes that getting this information from me in order to proceed with the interaction is just the way it works. That that's normal. That is the way it has to be. That is expected, accepted, acceptable. As though it's just always been that way. And it could never have been any other way. What's my point? My point is that if you remember a time when this kind of data mining, information collecting, privacy invading, shit blister and garbage was not the norm, was not even heard of, then I'm prodding you to not forget those old days. All right? The good old days. Don't let that knowledge of how it really works best. In other words, somebody just answers your question or gives you a hand without having to learn everything about you just for the purposes of putting it in some database somewhere to be collected about everything you're doing at every turn, who you know, what time of day it is in your time zone, your age, your this, your that, your next of kin, your birthday, and everything, everywhere you go. I don't want you to forget that that is unnecessary and wrong. Because I know that even people my age are starting to act like this is just the way it has to be. Because they're getting used to it. I'm urging you to never get used to it. And wherever possible, refuse to cooperate. Refuse to cooperate with that kind of bullshit. This New World Order bullshit. Refuse to cooperate. Do not forget.